today during my breathwork and meditation, I was really called to do this sexual healing breathwork for you guys, and it is one I just completed and made up myself, and it is so powerful, and I just was called to share it, and I have to share it with you. So Valentine's Day is coming up, and I feel like a lot of us have sexual trauma and repressed feelings around sexuality and feelings of shame surrounding sexuality. So this is a really powerful breath work to do for sexual healing. So I have been studying Tantra, and this is one of the practices I've learned, and it incorporates the Kundalini breath of fire. So we're going to do that together. I want you to find a comfortable seat and a place where you won't be disturbed to do this. And sit up on your knees if you can, because we will do a little bit of rocking further along in our breath work. So like me, I'm sitting up on a pillow where I'm comfortable, or if you're more comfortable in a cross-legged position, you may do so. So let's get started. So we're going to begin with the Kundalini breath of fire. I want you guys to visualize the color yellow and the color orange. So just a vibrant orange-yellow color, and gently closing your eyes. And you can place your hands at your solar plexus. So it's slightly above the navel. And I'm wearing this outfit so that you can see me demonstrate with the inhale and exhale of breath of fire. So place your hands on your solar plexus, and you're welcome to place one hand on the heart if you feel called to do so, or you can keep both hands at the solar plexus. And gently closing the eyes and visioning a vibrant yellow and orange light. It's the colors of our sacral and solar plexus chakras, orange and yellow. And just imagine this light surrounding you and closing you in. And we'll just do a couple inhales and exhales here. Before we come into the breath of fire. So if you've never done the Kundalini breath of fire, it is a rapid breathing exercise. So the inhale is passive and the exhale is sharp, and it is a passive inhale and a sharp exhale. And we will do this fast, just one round of the Kundalini breath of fire. And while we do this exercise, I want you guys to feel your stomach contract with each exhale and visualizing that yellow and orange color. So we'll get started. Breath of fire. This is a powerful exercise. Keep it going. Feeling our abdominal muscles contract with each exhale, passive inhale. Building that fire, that energy from our solar plexus. It's where our creation is, it's where our creativity lies, our power. Facial muscles are relaxed. Inhale, holding at the top, contracting, holding all that power, that fire, that energy in that we just created. Hold, hold, hold. And exhale, allowing whatever sound naturally comes out to come out. And we'll do a few more inhales and exhales together. into our next exercise. So this one, I want you to imagine a lotus flower at the base of your spine, at your root chakra on your back. And I want you to, we're going to rock forward with each inhale, sucking up that energy, that Shakti. So as we inhale, we and suck forward just like that, and exhale, let it out, whatever sound comes natural to you. And don't worry about how you feel. If you feel silly doing this, if I can do this on camera, so can you. So no judgment here. This is a extremely healing exercise around sexuality, and if you're like most of us, we do have traumas and around our sexualities, and I know there's, you know, it's part of nature, it's everything, it's natural. That sexual energy is natural, that fire is natural. You look out in nature and you see animals open with their sexuality, but we're the only ones who have shame around it. And so that is what this breath work is about. It's about healing that shame, healing any of that sexual trauma that we may have had, and it's just letting go so the future generations are not have that shame, because we're the ones releasing it. So it's a super powerful breath work that we're going to be doing, and we'll do 2 rounds of each. And I know if you're like me, you probably do have shame around your sexuality, and that's okay. That's kind of just our culture, and I know many cultures don't have this, many tribes do, but if you're like me, raised in the West, and I'm assuming if you're seeing this video you are, then we do have a lot of shame around sexuality, and it doesn't feel natural to us. So I want you to release any feelings that come up when you're doing this exercise, and know that you are healing, and it's natural, and there's nothing wrong with it. Just do it sitting comfortably, because we're going to rock forward as we inhale, as we suck up that energy, that lotus flower. And I want you to imagine the roots at your root chakra, and it flowing upward as you inhale. So we're going to rock forward on our pelvis and sucking it in, and then we're going to rock backwards as we exhale. So either sitting on your knees on top of a pillow as I am, or sitting cross-legged where you're comfortable, and we will begin our practice. And I want whatever you feel naturally to just come up and just let it be. If you feel anger, if you feel resentment, if you feel tearful, if you feel aroused, just feel it and let it come to you, and know that this is healing. So let's close the eyes as we tune in. Letting the arms come up if it feels natural to you. Let whatever comes naturally come to you. Whatever sound comes naturally. Whatever emotions come to you, just let it be, let it feel it. Rocking the pelvis. Building that energy together. Sucking in that lotus flower and releasing it. feeling the lotus flower. Ah. 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 Too much for you, just placing your hands on the ground and grounding your energy, and then coming right back into it, knowing we're healing ourselves, and it can be intense, so always knowing that you can come out of it and ground if you need to, and jump right back in. We're going to do a few more here together. Holding at the top, squeezing the pelvic floor, squeezing the abdominal muscles, holding that energy in, that Shakti, that creation we just made. Hold, hold, hold. Sucking in a little bit more air at the top. And releasing, shaking it out if you need to. Gently placing one hand on the heart and one hand on the womb, the literal and figurative womb. And feeling that heart womb connection, that healing we just created. Knowing we are all connected, our wombs to the earth, our wombs to all of creation, our hearts to all of creation. And we are healing traumas within ourselves and healing the next generation as we are passing along this. No more shame around our sexuality, no more traumas, no more around with us. No more carrying that trauma around with us as we've released it today. Feels so good. Knowing that this energy is natural. It's our most natural form. And there's no shame around it. There's nothing shameful about what is natural at all. Closing our practice here today. Let's bring our hands to our heart. Anjali Mudra, gently placing the thumbs at our heart center. Releasing, healing together. I thank you for joining me here today for this breath work, this sexual healing breath work. And I will close out our practice with an Om. Sat Nam. Thank you so much for joining me for this sexual healing breath work, and you may come back to it at any time. Namaste.